Everyone, this is Mahendra. In this video, we are going to discuss about interest. So this is a class 8 mathematics topic, chapter number 5. Chapter name is comparing quantities using proportion. Let us go to topic. Children, generally in some situations, your parents borrow money from your relatives, neighbors, and from friends for their need. Okay, right. So while returning the money, your parents would pay some extra money. Why they need to pay extra money? Do you know? Yes, it is a service charge, because your parents used others' money, so that they have to pay extra charges. Okay, your parents used others' money, so they have to pay some extra charges to that, like a service charge. That service charge or extra charges are called here interest. The extra charge is called here interest. Okay, the money which your parent had taken actually is called principal. So the actual amount which your parent had taken is called principal amount. Okay, or we can call principal. Okay, yeah, this is the definition. The actual money which is given, it is called principal, or we can call capital also. Okay, principal amount or capital amount also we can call. Okay, right. Principal is nothing but the actual money which is taken by your parent. Okay, right. So next, let us know about rate of interest. So this is a new term to you. Rate of interest. We calculate interest based on rate of interest only. Okay, so rate of interest is nothing but per 100 we fix some percentage for 1 year. Okay, that percentage is called a rate of interest. Okay, a rate of interest we indicate with capital R. Okay, I think you get the rate of interest concept here, right? So rate of interest, we fix some amount for 1 year. It is a percentage. Okay, suppose your parent has taken 1000 rupees. Okay, so I am fixing here 3% is the rate of interest per 1 year. Okay, this 3, based on this 3% only we calculate the interest. Okay, based on this 3% we calculate the interest. This 3% is called here a rate of interest. Okay, we'll see in the next slides about this rate of interest while solving the problem. Okay, right. Interest, the money which we pay extra on principal is called interest. Okay, so the money which we are paying extra on principal, okay, we pay the interest on principal only. Okay, yeah, principal is important. Okay, on the principal we pay the interest. Okay, interest is depends on principal and rate of interest, and one more thing is time. Okay, yeah, so on these three, principal and rate of interest and time, the interest is depends on these three things. Okay, we have learned just now principal and rate of interest. So let's see what is time. Right, the fixed duration, time is nothing but the fixed duration to return the amount which we had taken is called time. Okay, So the time is nothing but fixed duration. Okay, so the time must be in years. While solving the problem, the time must be in years. Suppose if it is in months and days, we have to convert them into years. So suppose it is in months, what we do, we have to divide with 12. Okay, suppose the fixed duration is for 3 months. Okay, what we do here, what we do, so these 3 months we divide by 12. So 3 months divided by 12 months. What it becomes? It becomes years. Okay, 3 ones, 3 fours. Yeah, this is nothing but 1 by 4 year. Okay, suppose if it is in days, what we do? For example, 200 days. So we have to divide with 365. Per year we have 365 days. So 200 by 365, it becomes years. Okay, right. Amount. So the total amount is nothing but sum of the principal and interest is called amount. Okay, so principal plus interest combined we call it as amount. Okay, amount we denote with capital A. Okay, right. Amount is nothing but total amount also we call. Okay, yeah, we have formula for amount, that is nothing but amount is equals to principal plus interest. In short form we can write A is equals to P plus I. P is nothing but principal, I is nothing but interest. Okay, this is the formula to find amount. So we can write this in a different manner also. Suppose you need a principal, we can write A minus I is equals to A minus I is equals to P. A minus I is equals to P, or we can write P is equals to A minus I. Suppose if you want I, we can write I is equals to A minus P. Okay, write down these two, this one as well as this one. This we may use in problems while solving the problems. Okay, right. Yeah, example, we shall solve one example here. Ramesh lend money from Suresh rupees 1000, interest is rupees 10 rupees. What is the amount? So we have to find here amount. Okay, given this is the 1000 rupees is principal and 10 rupees is interest. Okay, right. Yeah, look at here, we have the formula A is equals to P plus I. P is given 1000 rupees, nothing but principal. I is nothing but interest, given 10 rupees. Yeah, we have substitute the values in the formula. We get A is equals to 1000 rupees plus 10. What is that? 1010 rupees is the amount. Okay, right. This is the example. Next, yeah, this is very important note, ma. You generally you observe your parents or some neighbors take the money, borrow interest monthly wise. Okay, they pay the interest monthly wise. Okay, they calculate the interest month wise. It is unofficial, ma. Okay, here we calculate the interest per year. Okay, suppose just now we have solved one example. Suppose you have taken 1000 rupees money for interest of 2%. In general life people calculate the per 100 2% they charge. Okay, isn't it? Per 100 2 rupees they charge. It means, so how many hundreds in this 1000 we have? 10 hundreds. 10 into 2, it is nothing but it becomes 20 rupees. Okay, 20 rupees per year we are calculating here. Okay, per year 20 rupees we are calculating in our chapter, but in general life they calculate this for per month. Okay, they will take per month 20 rupees, per year 20 into 12 it becomes 240 rupees. Okay, this is completely unofficial. Okay, so we don't go to this. Okay, in this chapter we calculate per month, sorry, per year 20 rupees. Okay, after 1 year the amount will be 1020 rupees. Okay, as per our general life it becomes, how much it becomes? 1240 rupees. This is unofficial. Okay, I think you have got the concept. So interest, two types. One is simple interest, compound interest. Second one is compound interest. In this video we are going to discuss about simple interest first. So to understand compound interest we have to have a strong base on simple interest. Okay, right, look for simple interest. Simple interest is an increased percent on the principal. Okay, on the principal is an increased percent. In calculating the simple interest the principal remains same. Okay, this point is very important. The principal remains same in all the periods. Okay, in simple interest the principal remains constant, it is fixed. Okay, right. So this is the formula for simple interest. I is equals to PTR by 100. P, this is nothing but P into T into R by 100 it is. Okay, so here P is principal, I is interest, nothing but simple interest, R is rate of interest, or we can call a rate also. Okay, right. So for example, if you want to find simple interest, this is the formula. Simple interest is equals to PTR by 100 is the formula. Suppose you want to find principal, so in that case you have to use this formula, 100 into SI. SI is nothing but simple interest by R into 100 is the formula. R into T is the formula, sorry. So if you want to find the rate of interest, this is the formula here. R is equals to 100 into SI by P into T. So if you want to find the time, you have to use this formula, 100 into SI by P into R. Okay, no need to remember all these formulas. Just if you know this SI is equals to PTR by 100, we can convert them into these formulas. Okay, so remember simple interest is equals to PTR by 100. Okay, right. So we have that amount is equals to principal plus interest, or we can write A is equals to P plus I also. Okay, so this we can convert into amount. So we have already simple interest formula. In place of I I'm going to replace PTR by 100. Okay, right. See here, A equals P plus I we can write, or I equals to A minus P also we can write. Just now we have seen that. Let us replace the value here. So in place of I have replaced PTR by 100. So if you take common, P as common, right in outside of the bracket, that becomes 1 plus TR by 100 becomes. Okay, this is the formula to find the amount when time and rate of interest given. Okay, right. So if you want to find the principal, this is the formula to use. 100 A by 100 plus RT is the formula. Okay, so let's solve one more example here. Ramesh lent 1000 rupees from Suresh at the rate of 2% for 2 years. What is the interest? So we have to find the interest here. Given 2% is the rate of interest and time is given 2 years and the principal amount is given 1000 rupees. What is the formula we have? We have I is equals to PTR by 100 is the formula, right. So given P P 1000 rupees and T given 2 years, R is 2 years. Okay, right. So substitute the values in the formula. Right, I is equals to PTR by 100, P is given 1000 and T 2 years and R is also 2 by 100. So this two zeros gets cancelled. Okay, so what is the remaining? 10 into 2 into 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 into 10 40. So we got I is equals to 40 rupees. Nothing but simple interest is 40 rupees. Okay, we got interest is 40, so we have to pay Suresh has to pay 40 rupees as the interest. Right, we shall solve one more example. Sita lent money 1000 rupees from Geeta at the rate of 2% for 2 years. What is the amount Sita has to pay after 2 years? So given P is 1000 rupees and R is 2 rupees, sorry 2%, and time is given after 2 years. Okay, what is the amount Sita has to pay after 2 years? So what is the formula we have to use here? So we have the formula I is equals to P into 1 plus TR by 100 is the formula we have to use here. Okay, right. Yeah, we have A is equals to P into 1 plus TR by 100 is the formula. So P given 1000 rupees, T 2 years, or 2 years, sorry 2%. Okay, per 100 2 rupees, it means 2%. Okay, right. Substitute the values in the formula. So 1000 into 1 plus 2 into 2 by 100. So it becomes, take the LCM, it becomes 100 plus 4. Okay, so this two zeros gets cancelled. I have written here 2 0 gets cancelled. So 10, what is the remaining? This becomes 100 plus 4 104. So 10 into 104 multiply with 10, what we get? 1040 is the total amount has to pay. Okay, right, that is what I have written here. A is equals to, we got amount 1040 rupees. After 2 years Sita has to pay 1040 to Geeta. Okay, did you get that? Yes, I hope you understand this problem. Yeah, note, in the above example the principal amount remains same, isn't it? What is the principal amount in the above example? That is 1000 rupees. So we calculated the amount for 2 years. Okay, so actual amount is 1000, that is nothing but principal. For the first year 20 rupees is the interest, plus second year 20 rupees. Okay, for total 2 years Geeta has to pay to Sita 40 rupees. What is the total amount? That is 1040. So what we can say simply, in the above example the principal amount remains same, nothing but principal amount does not change while calculating the simple interest. Okay, right. Let us see one more example here which is given in the textbook. A sum of 2500 rupees is borrowed at a rate of 12% per annum for 3 years. Find simple interest on this sum and also the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years. So here time is given 3 years and R is given 12% and P is given 2500 rupees. So we have to find the amount. So let's see the solution. Yeah, P is given 2500, T 3 years, R 12%. I equals to PTR by 100 is the formula for simple interest. I is nothing but simple interest here. Okay, so substitute the values in the formula. 2500 into 3 into 12 by 100. So 2 zeros gets cancelled. What is the remaining? 25 into 3 into 12. So 25 into it becomes 36. So multiply 36 into 25. 5 6 are 30, 5 3 are 15, 3 plus 3 18, 2 6 12, 1 is carry, 2 3 are 6 7. Okay, 0, 8 plus 2 10, 0, 1 is carry, 7 plus 1 8 9. 900 is the amount that is we have got here. This is interest for 3 years. Okay, now what we have to find? Interest we got here 900. We have to find the amount. What is the amount? We have the formula. Amount is equals to principal plus interest. Okay, so 2500 plus 900, that is nothing but 3400 is the amount after the 3 years. Okay, so this is the solution for example 11 which is given in the textbook. Okay, I hope you understand this, right? So remaining things we'll discuss in the next video. Have a nice day. Thank you.